When I first saw the documentary called Jim and Andy, The Great Beyond, I thought, finally, someone has broken through the costume. Jim Carrey became Andy Kaufman so completely that Jim vanished, gone. The mask ate the man. And those around him, Kaufman's friends, his family, they believed it, because belief is reality, isn't it? If he stopped being Jim, if his story dissolved, then who exactly was left? If the self is only a story, and you step out of that story, are you pretending? Or have you finally remembered who you were before the story began? He said, I used to be a guy experiencing the world, and now I feel like the world, the universe, experiencing a guy. That's it. That's enlightenment. Not incense, not robes, just awareness, remembering itself. The Buddhists call it anatta, the illusion of the self. We are not the players, we are the play, the song that sings itself. Descartes said, I think, therefore I am. But maybe he had it backwards. Maybe it's simply thinking is happening. No thinker, no controller, just thought, like wind through leaves. The I is a grammatical habit, a performance. And once we see that, the stage expands. We stop mistaking the mask for the man. We stop guarding our tiny kingdoms of ego and start laughing, really laughing, at how desperately we try to defend a dream. Every conflict, every war, every cruelty begins with an identity, a label, a story. But what if there are no sides? No me, no you. Just one universe experiencing itself through 7 billion eyes. Love isn't something we do. It's what remains when the story dissolves. It's the gravity that keeps everything from flying apart. Freedom isn't found in a new story. It's found when we stop clinging to any story at all, when we realise we never had to be anything to begin with. But there's one illusion even trickier to drop, the grandest fiction of all, free will. The comforting lie that says, I am the author of my thoughts, that I steer this ship. But tell me, do you choose your next thought? Go on, try. The thought is already there, isn't it? Popped up like a jack-in-a-box, uninvited, unplanned. Raul Martinez said, there's not a single shred of evidence for personal freedom. To be responsible for a choice, you'd have to be responsible for the machinery making that choice. And Sam Harris said, you don't choose the next thought that you think any more than I choose the next one that I write. He's right, but incomplete, because while personal free will is an illusion, transpersonal free will, that's the pulse of the universe itself. It's not that we have free will, it's that we are free will. The current moving through the river, the wave dancing in the sea. Consciousness doesn't just observe reality, it composes it. Every decision, every breath, every atom collapsing into being. An act of cosmic improvisation. When the ego dissolves, when the boundary between me and everything else blurs, we access that wider will, the universe moving as us. You think you move your hand. No, the galaxy twitches its finger. The same force that spins Saturn's rings and cracks a seed open in the spring is typing your next message, painting your next poem, kissing your next lover. That's transpersonal free will. The song playing itself through you. Every choice arises from infinite causes. The weather, the womb, the stars, the meal you ate last night. Nothing stands alone. Nothing chooses alone. Even speech, that sacred act of turning breath into meaning, isn't ours. Your tongue, your jaw, your lungs, they move in patterns too fast, too complex for thought. You speak, but you don't decide to. The words bloom like flowers in the wind. You don't control life, you are life. The river pretending to be a ripple. And yet we cling to the illusion of control, like whirlpools pretending they aren't made of water. Imagine a river, the universe itself, flowing endlessly. And there, a whirlpool forms. That's you. You've got a name, a shape, a story. You think you're separate, but you're not. You are the river. The river is you. The current forms you, and you shape the current in return. And one day, the whirlpool dissolves, and nothing dies, because nothing was ever apart. That's what enlightenment really is. Not an achievement, a remembrance. The universe remembering its one continuous dance, flowing, folding, unfolding again. We are the river. We are the song. We are the dream remembering itself. And the truth? It's not that you are part of the universe. It's that the universe is you, playing, pretending, breathing, being. The universe experiencing a guy. When we first realize that personal free will might be an illusion, we may seem frightened. If I'm not choosing, then who is? If I'm not steering, who's driving this thing? But then it struck me. Maybe that question is the wrong way round. Maybe I was never the one behind the wheel. Maybe I've always been the road. We believe we are these tiny, sovereign beings making personal choices. But every decision, every impulse is shaped by 1,000 unseen forces. Genetics, brain chemistry, childhood trauma, the weather, caffeine, your mother's voice, your neighbour's barking dog. It's all one vast, entangled equation. And still, we point our fingers, we blame, we say, that man is evil, that woman is cruel. But if we trade places completely, body, mind, memory, every atom, we would be them, and we would make the same choice, because the choice was never personal. Justice, punishment, morality, they all crumble under that truth. Not because there's no responsibility, but because responsibility belongs to the whole. So what's left? When blame dissolves? Compassion, understanding, forgiveness. Because if no one is separate, then no one is truly guilty. If I could place every murderer, every politician, every addict, every tyrant in a single line, I wouldn't punish them. I'd hold them. Because I'd see that they are me. That we are all the same dream, seen from different dyes. And maybe that's what love really is. The moment the illusion of me and you fades, and only we remain. Now, some people say, well then, if free will is an illusion, why bother doing anything? And to them I say, because doing is what the universe does. You don't tell a river to stop flowing, you don't tell a star to stop burning, you don't tell the heart to stop beating. We are not puppets, we are processes. You are not in the universe, you are the universe. The universe experiencing the miracle of itself through your eyes. And the moment you see that, you stop fighting the flow. You stop trying to own the wind, you start to dance with it. People think intelligence lives in the brain, that this lump of flesh invented mathematics, medicine, music. But who made the brain? Who built the mind that built the microscope? The same force that tells a swallow when to fly south. The same rhythm that makes waves curl, trees grow, lovers find each other across oceans of coincidence. A swallow doesn't make a plan. It doesn't Google how to migrate. It just knows, because it is the knowing. It's the universe expressing intelligence through feathers, and so are we. We are not smarter than nature. We are nature, thinking about itself. Every thought, every poem, every skyscraper is an echo of the same intelligence that grows grass and spins galaxies. The wind doesn't know it's wind, it just moves. The river doesn't know it's water, it just flows. And maybe, just maybe, that's what we're meant to do. To be the movement. To live as the current, not the swimmer. When you stop trying to control it all, when you finally let go, you realise you've never truly fallen. You've only ever been carried. To measure the universe, we isolate fragments. We say, this is a bee, this is a flower. But the bee is the flower is the sunlight, and the sunlight is the explosion of a star. You can't pull one thread without moving through the whole web. Everything is everything else in disguise. So when you see a bumblebee, remember this. It's not a creature buzzing through space, it's the universe in motion wearing stripes. And you're the universe, watching it happen. That's the freedom we've been looking for all along. Not control, but participation. Not power, but presence. Not separation, but surrender. We even find this same truth within science. Scientists chase mystery like poets. They dress it in formulas and research papers, but really, they're just standing there, gazing into eternity and asking a question. What are you? And somehow, in their search, they found it. The beginning, the singular spark, the Big Bang. Imagine it, everything, every galaxy, every atom, every heartbeat, compressed into a single point, not even a point, a moment, a hum, a silence so dense it burst into a song of stars. We call it the Big Bang, but it wasn't a bang, it was a birth, the universe inhaling itself into being. And here's the miracle. If everything came from one singularity, then everything is still that singularity. We didn't leave it behind, we are it, right now. You, me, this floor, this air, all the same event, unfolding in slow motion. The Big Bang never ended, it's still happening. You're not living in the aftermath, you're the continuation. From that single sacred point, everything came. light, gravity, music, thought. And somewhere in that cosmic tide, the universe decided to look at itself and called that looking consciousness. We say, I am observing the world, but really it's the world observing itself through the tiny aperture of your eyes. You're not apart from it. You're its gaze. You're the Big Bang, looking back at itself and whispering, so that's what I look like. Now, let's shrink that miracle. Let's get smaller, deeper, to the invisible, to the world beneath worlds. Physics, those mystics of mathematics, built a little experiment, a way to peek behind the curtain. They called it the double-slit experiment. They fired tiny particles of light, photons, through two slits, expecting them to behave like pebbles, but instead, the photons danced, they rippled, they interfered with themselves, they moved like waves, spreading across infinity. And then, someone looked. And the moment they looked, the wave collapsed. The light became a particle. Observation changed reality. Try to absorb that fact. The universe doesn't decide what it is until it's seen. When we look, it solidifies. When we don't, it flows. So what are we doing right now? We are collapsing the infinite into experience. We are the universe choosing what to be by observing itself. And just when you think it can't get stranger, John Wheeler said, hold on. He pointed to light from quasars, travelling billions of years across the cosmos, and he said, what if the way we observe it now changes what it did then? And it did. The photons behaved differently, billions of years after they'd already set off. Our observation today rewrote the past. So what if every choice, every glance, every act of attention ripples backwards through time? What if the universe isn't a story being written, but a story being read and reread, rewritten by the eyes that see it? Maybe consciousness isn't a passenger in the journey, maybe it's the driver. Einstein once said, we have two contradictory pictures of reality, and he was right. Because from where we stand, we see fragments. We see parts. We see me, you, this chair, that star, but at the deepest level, it's all one wave, one continuous field, one unbroken song. When you understand that, the question stops being what is real and becomes who is dreaming this? And the answer is everything. Causality. Cause and effect. We love to believe it gives us comfort, a sense of order, but cause and effect are just shadows on the wall. There's no line of dominoes, just one endless motion. Alan Watts said it best. It's like watching a cat through a crack in a fence. First you see the head, then the body, then the tail, and you think the head causes the tail. But really, it's one cat. We see fragments and call them sequence. We see patterns and call them time. But the universe isn't moving through time. It's all of time, moving through us. There is no past, no future, only this infinite, trembling, luminous now. David Bohm called it the implicate order, the folded universe, where everything contains everything else, like a hologram. Cut it in half, and each piece still holds the whole. That means each atom in your body contains the pattern of all existence. Each breath you take carries the rhythm of creation. Each heartbeat echoes the pulse of the cosmos. You are not part of the universe, you are the universe, folded into human form. The deeper you look into this universe, the more it looks back. In 1981, a man named Alan Aspect did something astonishing. He took two tiny particles, entangled them, and then tore them apart, miles apart, worlds apart. And yet, when he changed one, the other changed instantly. No delay, no distance, no signal. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance, but really, it was the universe saying, distance is an illusion. Everything that's ever existed, every atom, every breath, every heartbeat, was once folded into the same singularity. We were all entangled once. And we still are. Physicists Roland Burnley and Stephen Hsu said it simply, all particles are entangled. Not were, are. Everything is still connected. Everything is still one. It's just pretending to be many so it can experience itself. So maybe when you love someone, it's just the universe remembering what it feels like to be whole. Einstein saw it too. He said, the distinction between past, present and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. And he meant it, because time isn't ticking, it's blooming. It's not a line, it's a field, a wave, a rhythm that hums differently depending on where you are. Time runs slower beside a mountain, faster in space, stretching and curving, rippling and folding. It's not universal, it's relational. Everything depends on everything else. And still we say, this happened, then that happened. Cause and effect, beginning and end. But the universe laughs at this kind of talk. It's not happening in time, it's happening as time. Craig Callender once said, the universe may be timeless, but some pieces can act as clocks for others. Maybe we're not moving through time, maybe time is moving through us. Now, here's where language gets in the way. We've built our words from opposites, light and dark, good and evil, true and false, me and you. But none of those things exist apart from each other. Like north and south on a magnet, you can't have one without the other. Our language splits reality into fragments so we can talk about it. But the split isn't real. And movement, that's another trick. Zeno knew it. He said motion is impossible because at any single instant, an arrow isn't moving at all. And he was right. At any instant, everything is still. So how do we see movement? Because our minds, our glorious, deluded minds, stitch the stillness together, like a film reel flickering through light. Still frame, still frame, still frame, and suddenly we see a world that moves. We're hallucinating continuity. Paul Kohlers and Michael von Granoff proved it. Flash two lights in the dark, one after the other, and the brain invents a moving light. Change the colour of the second one, and your mind paints the colour change before it even happens. Our perception edits reality like a film director, cutting, splicing, and projecting the illusion of flow. We call this the real world, but it's not real. It's a neurological translation, a survival interface. Our eyes don't see atoms. Our brains invent colour, texture, solidity. Rocks feel hard because our neurons say, this is useful, don't walk through it. Donald Hoffman calls it the interface theory of perception. He says reality is like a computer desktop. You don't see the code, just the icons that let you function. And Dawkins says, our brains evolved for survival, not truth. If we saw the world as it truly is, we'd see mostly empty space, fields of vibration, energy moving through form. But that wouldn't help us run from a tiger. We are dreaming a world together, and the dream is so consistent, so beautifully shared, that we mistake it for truth. But if we wake up, if we truly see, we realize that we were never separate from the dreamer. We are the dreamer, and we are the dream. This hand, this air, this moment, none of it is solid, none of it is certain, but it is divine. Because in this illusion, the infinite found a way to see itself.